Independent Women Ambassador, Prisha Mosley, joins us now. Prisha, thank you so much for being here. First, your reaction to, it was 211 members of Congress, largely, there were 4 Republicans, but largely Democrats, who voted to keep gender transition treatments for minors, so chemical castration, perfectly legal in this country.
Well, I hope I never hear again that it's not happening to children after more than 200 of them voted for it to continue to happen to children. But thankfully, enough of them and the Republicans voted that it passed, at least in the House. I would like to see this bill pass fully, but even if it doesn't, I think it sends the right message. This should be a crime. It should result in fines or jail time. And there should be justice for detransitioners like myself who have lawsuits and are seeking it.
Prisha, because this bill didn't pass, you're still going to have many of the same factors, people, forces out there that obviously affected you. For those who can't vote for a bill that bans this, can you explain what it is that children are facing that are causing them or their parents to make these decisions?
So for a lot of people, it starts as social contagion. This is being promoted by the media and by Hollywood and by corporations and by academia and online. It's everywhere on social media. So it's easy for a child who's distressed or uncomfortable with themselves or their bodies or struggling with something mentally to come to the idea that it's because they were born in the wrong body. Mm-hmm. And as soon as this child or their parents says anything even close to that in a professional medical setting, the so-called experts come with medical promises and magical cures for this mental distress that's being described. And as we know, there is no surgery that can be performed that fixes mental distress. We've, in fact, already done this to women in the form of hysterectomies, calling them crazy and telling them that removing their uteruses will make them feel better. Well, now we do it with young women and little girls' breasts and other body parts. It's gruesome.
Prisha, you actually just hit on something, that this is a revival of the eugenics movement that has been going on in this country. And my great aunt was sterilized against her will. She was in a hospital because she was developmentally disabled from birth. And the fact that so many people did not even acknowledge what was being done and pushed on kids. But I do want to ask you, so Europe's gone the way of, across Europe, to again go back to treating gender dysphoria in young people with psychotherapy and with psychiatry. But to people who say, oh, well, hormone treatment in minors, it's reversible. That what you went through, oh, it's reversible. Speak to that.
The hormone treatments I was given and those that have been given to my peers and people younger than me, they're not reversible. When activists and doctors are talking about reversible side effects, they're talking about detransitioners returning back to the system that harmed us and paying out of pocket this time for things like laser hair removal. But there's absolutely no way to restore things like your voice going back to normal. Testosterone causes an overgrowth of the larynx inside the throat, and the female throat isn't designed to grow that way, so the voice will never be the same, for example. And of course, anything surgical that happens is absolutely irreversible. But of course, we've heard doctors who work in the gender abusing community say that girls can just go and buy breasts if they want them back. But God, you can't breastfeed with that.
Gosh. Prisha, may I just say...
It's just a whole circular money-making system.
Yes, yeah, it's heartbreaking. But may I just say thank you for sharing your voice with us and others. I think it will make a difference in the lives of many children who otherwise would be at risk. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak. There weren't people speaking out back when I was transitioning about 10 years ago. But anyone who supports this now, there are people speaking out. There is enough information and truth about this, and there's no excuse to support it.
Prisha, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Prisha.
Bless you, Prisha.